It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Derrick Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Caleb Farley there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
A 48-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's brought down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Lawrence's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Sermon now on first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Sermon. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titan 17. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off the option, it's Sermon. And they can't bring him down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Come on, set. 8-D.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Sermon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Henry again on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running left is Sermon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff, Sermon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence. They set up the screen for Sermon.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the handoff, Sermon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. On the option to give to Sermon here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Trey Sermon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to air one out. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now. Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence. And he's got Jordan complete right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got him in. It's Brown. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Now a run with Sermon.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Cook.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
First and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Sermon.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Off the option, it's Sermon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Trey Sermon
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you strike out on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hill. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Sermon with space, a first down and then some. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That was covered by Christian Holton.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 7.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence, touchdown! Kadarius Toney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on now, let's go.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Personal foul. This is regular foul for the third defense.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
31-yard line.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Kenny Golladay, 100 yards receiving on the nose and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. And meanwhile, for the Titans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here's Tony on the quick slant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots, They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Come on, set. 10-2 song.
Now Lawrence on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Sermon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Sermon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Let's go.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
On the set.
Here's Sermon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And Lawrence will throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a first down throw. Tannehill. That one into the hands of Blake, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have a Titans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff to Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Evans. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Henry. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And into the end zone for the Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Try and run for the first with Sermon.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Touchdown, Browns. De'Ami Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. From the 22, Tannehill. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Blake. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Blake. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's a gain of 18.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, this from 48. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you could argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Sermon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cleveland.
Now it's Sermon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Second and 11. Here's Lawrence. He'll They'll leave that underneath to Sermon.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Browns on third down, as close to automatic as you can get, 9 out of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Five.
Back to Sermon on first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Again, Sermon.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
A slant to Jones.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They'll find Everett there, complete. 7 yards to pick up there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Tannehill on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff. Sermon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Browns, they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.